Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for Prison of the Plains. So, we're unofficially now racing Tobrel through the epic version of the quest. I imagine he's going to be
You're
much
doing a different
faster than
quest.
us.
I'm doing the prisoner.
Prison. Is that not the
It's
same?
a different quest.
You're not doing Pop?
No,
The door opens.
Really?
I'm doing the prisoner.
Beyond it lies the prison
Doing
of the
part 2.
plague.
Oh,
And
okay.
perhaps a magical
I was
barrier
at
blocks
Prison of the
entry
Plains, and
into
I just
chamber
read the prison.
marked with the symbol of Dale
Now, is it though? Is it really a different
Does
quest?
it serve to keep you out? Etched into the wall
It's basically the same
is a
quest.
symbol for the plane of Da'an.
Almost decided to take
Below
today
the
and
switch
just
and a receptor shaped to take
upload
some
videos to
time
YouTube and work on that part of the stuff because I went and visited Whitty, and you know what it's like for me to drive in a car for like 2 hours over the course of an afternoon.
The
So you almost
chamber
died?
has been
I am
ruined
still
beyond
almost dying.
repair.
Thank you.
The once glowing symbol of
Up,
Irium sits
down,
lifeless
down,
at
up,
its
down,
center.
down. Got it. So yeah, I'm definitely struggling here. So we may end up wrapping up a little bit early to going into dark running mode and see in the dark like an ancient person, but
Another barrier
maybe we
blocks
won't.
access to the Dale Core chamber.
Oh yeah, we also did
It would
Madstone.
seem that this chamber holds
Like trying to figure out why my resistances are at the 3-minute mark and counting. What did I do? That's what I did. I did several quests already, that's what. Without buffing. That's fine. You have some resistances, I think. So other than your streaming,
the
what did you
chamber
get done
marked by
today?
the
Anything
symbol of
useful?
Kithri now lies in ruins.
Not today since
One
there's
of
a lot of
Nimbus's lieutenants has turned it into a
So you didn't better
makeshift
society in any way? You didn't
Nope.
draw a picture or sing a pretty
camp.
song
Yet
for the
another
universe?
magical barrier. Whatever was imprisoned within this chamber must have been terribly
Unfortunate, I
powerful.
guess. I taught a young lady how to play pool, so I feel like I have accomplished many things. Well, taught her to play a variation of pool. I was trying very hard to teach her how to use a pool cue, but instead she's 5, so instead she just rolled the ball,
Well, I mean,
which I found to be allowable.
A
And
door
then
with an
It
intricate
turns out that I like
marking
alternated between the
bars
ability
any
to play
further
pool again
progress.
and the ability not to play pool, so I definitely think that I need to
Great
become a
door
quick
opens
pool
to
master
reveal some kind
before
of-
I
the
transition to
doors the
full-time
control
buff
room
life.
fly shut.
Up, down, down.
A bone-chilling
What?
cackle
The door's
echoes
locked.
through the room.
the door.
The warden falls back into lifeless bones, the force of his magic fading from the room. As the valve locks into place, the barrier to the central chamber vanishes.
Oh, Gravity Wide! What a monster!
8 receptors cover the walls of the large central chamber.
Yeah,
It is
that was
likely
fun.
All must be filled for the chamber to open its planar
It
cell.
would have been nice to just be able to teleport back and forth, but short of that, I found it to be quite a fun trip. All right, so my big secret here is to put your hireling on passive mode, and then park him directly in front of the portal switch. If you do those things, then
to the
it's
plane of Dawnvi opens. Small topiaries and
he
perfectly
generally will
aligned
not die,
shelves fill the room.
but I couldn't get him
old
targeted
man
in time,
sitting
so I have
atop
to
a fountain
sell him
calls you
lady.
closer.
But we'll have to raise him later. Wow. All right, Windfall. Refuse such practices. Refuse the woman.
As the
And there we
banner
go.
of
Bam.
justice and honor falls, the room returns to its original state. The orbs in the receptors go dark and still.
want to get the guy up and raised so he can heal himself, basically. He shouldn't need much help in the raising and getting his act back together department, but you never know. Sometimes it takes him an extra minute of being ridiculous before the hirelings decide to be good to themselves. Alright, so this is another room where having the ability to do massive amounts of fire damage is pretty okay.
This chamber is marked by the symbol of Dolar.
As you kind of learn the various rooms, the symbols mean less and less to me, and remembering how the rooms go and recognizing the color of the rooms helps me remember more and more what are the monsters inside the rooms.
To its original state. The orbs at the back of the room are no longer engaged.
Obviously the big old fire room as it's red here, so let's...
The symbol for the plane of Fernia is seared into this chamber, and every surface is covered with a thick layer of ash.
Obviously you want to be switching rune arms here. Oh, did you? He just stole the ball.
I did.
He stole the ball.
As the plane of Fernia becomes coterminous with our own, flames engulf
They must
the
really
walls
like the word
and lava
coterminous,
flows
right?
from the portal above.
I mean,
Video devs.
Timothy, please, man.
The room cools as the
I feel like there's got to be a better word for coterminous than...
in their sockets.
What other synonyms for coterminous are there?
I don't know. That's what I'm
For
saying.
two
I feel
planes
like,
becoming one.
I don't know, like merging, melding, sweet, sweet lovin'.
I mean, sure, I guess.
I don't know. I just feel like coterminous is the big word you whip out to prove to your friends that you know big words.
Connecting the maternal plane to the monument.
Oh, that's a whole bunch of bad news bears right there.
Quickly engulf the room
Keep
around.
that guy knocked down really fast. The big secret to this room, obviously, is knock it out quick. The big guy can turn himself into an undamageable whirlwind. We're actually really fortunate that he just went into that half trying stage and just chased us around the room, because that particular champ chasing us around the room would have been really scary. Oh, also while we're here, if you couldn't just pick the lock, if you come back and talk to this guy and say, I don't know, something, he'll either give you the key or you can fight him. Either way, it drops the key for
The
you.
symbol of Maybar marks
pretty
this
sweet.
chamber. The
Alright,
dim
so
light
this'll be
within
the-
is a dark, foreboding air.
I suppose this fire is still fine. Did you steal it again? I clicked the wrong thing.
The receptor lacks power. Its lever will not work.
I feel like Durham stole a
The
receptor
plane of
here.
Maybar opens. And
Let's give a quick tip. If you wait until this room becomes coterminous and cast a firewall, the firewall will last the entire... the firewall will not dispel. However, if you cast an AoE spell in this room before the room becomes coterminous, it will automatically dispel once the room completes its phasing
light
into a shared space.
and the shadows recede as the endless night is banished.
And that goes for all the
orbs
rooms.
in the room are free for the taking.
I don't remember where it was the first time that I did this quest with a second caster, but I ended up watching the other caster like run around for ages and basically blow all of his mana in each of these rooms. And I remember thinking, man, like, what are you doing wrong? Just cast one firewall and run in a circle for like 80% of these rooms. The only one that you have to do more than that is in the fire room, and then you just cast an ice storm and run in a circle for the rest of the room. And you just kill everything in those rooms that way, with the exception of the Demon Queen and the Beholder room. And the guy like thought I had a third head for some reason. But you don't, only have 2.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The chamber marked by the symbol of the Shavarath.
Fairly certain.
Odors of iron, and you find yourself in the center of a battleground as the plane of Shavarath surges forth.
Uh-oh. Got knocked down by Princess Aurelia.
You emerge the victor in this small piece of the Shavarath battleground. The orbs in the receptors are now lifeless and dark.
Ooh, we picked up a royal scimitar.
Ooh.
You know who probably wants that?
Your augment?
Yeah, my sentient gem. I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's not slotted. 18 to 20. One-handed scimitar. Does not have... Hey, QQ. It does not have
this room is marked by the blood-red symbol of Zoriat.
Keen on it, so you could...
The cracks in the wall
could be okay for like a level, maybe.
That something once grew
Legion says, "Feed me." Feed me,
The teeth of Zoriat jut sharply through the
That
wall.
would make the most interesting sentient jewel
Madness has
ever.
been driven from this place for good.
The
Plant
plant
The
from
orbs are free to be taken from the cell.
the Shop of Horrors. He just like straight up does movie quotes the whole time. Blood! I want blood! Man, I feel like that would... I feel like you could do that. It'd probably cost them $1 zillion though, right? That movie's still a cult classic.
Yeah.
Bet they could do something similar, right? Nah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they just do an oppression. So much of D&D is culture references anyway. Bet they could get away with it.
The final orb lights in its receptor. Almost the switch locks into place. A magical voice comes from above.
Okay.
The chamber will seal on the count of 10.
I think we can go back to cold. I don't think it really matters which thing we do here. It was me. I called you.
The giant, you came for answers. The Quarforge speaks again. Visibly, the quarry screeches, and the order
Alright,
of
so be
the
very
quarry
careful who picks up this
orb,
stupid
a dark
docent
psychic
to just
energy
talk to it
stirs
one
within
time.
the docent. It would
The
be
second
safer
time
to
it's
let
touched,
Nimbus collect the ancient artifact for himself.
Bad News Bears happens. So only one person gets to touch it. And that's it. That's every room, and that's all the way through the quest. So, let's see, 22,907, and just under 500 Reaper experience in 14 minutes. So, again, a pretty solid way to return. A pretty easy quest. Again, Giant Hold is just one of the easiest ways to get get carried away, in my opinion. Everyone, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow as always, and we'll see you very soon. Toodles.